Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys the online tool of Quizlet and how you can use it in your future classrooms. So to start off with, you can just go to Quizlet.com. You can also download the app on your phone. I think for students, that's probably the main way that they would be using it is on their phones, especially because it is a study tool, so they can use it to study at home. So I'm going to log in, and I just have it synced to my Google account. But you can also do, go the old way and do a username and password. That's fine too. So once you're here, you can kind of see that I have a lot of different sets that I've made. Over the years, I've used Quizlet for a variety of different classes. I find it to be a really helpful study tool. And it's nice that you can have it on the go. So you could be out and about and you can have the app on your phone and be studying at the same time. So you can also, if you're a teacher, you can create a class so that all of your students can be seeing the same study sets. So that's pretty neat. And your students can join the class once you've created it. So for example, I'll show you guys a Spanish term one that I have. So as you can see, this isn't made by me. So if it's something kind of generic, like from a certain textbook, and it's just Spanish is an easy example because a lot of times students across the country have the same Spanish textbooks. You can just search it and find a set, so your students don't have to go through where they have to make their own. They can just use someone else's. So the different options, it started off as just flashcards. So you can see you can just go through and click back and forth. So you can just do the flashcard option. You can also do the learn option, which gives you a multiple choice question, just multiple choice questions with your terms. You can do a write option where you write out, for this example, it would be you write out the Spanish when they give you the English term. The spelling section is really only going to be useful for foreign languages because it's when you'll hear it in Spanish and then you type out the answer in English. And the test section is going to combine like the last three. So you're going to have multiple choice questions, matching questions, written out questions, maybe even spelling questions, all in the form of a test. And once your student has hit complete, they can go back and see what they missed on the test. So it's a really good way to test their knowledge, and also incorporates a lot of different learning styles because you can have the listening, the writing it out, very like a visual aspect of it with the matching. And then you can do just purely matching, and Gravity is a like space themed game that they can play. It's really cool. So I'll go ahead and click on it and show you guys what this looks like. And basically you have to write the definition to the term before the asteroid hits the planet. And you can change the difficulty too. So you can see the term and then you can type out the answer before it hits the planet. So that's a pretty cool little feature, especially we talked about earlier how digital natives tend to really grasp concepts when they're associated with games. So I thought that was a neat part of it. So I'll show you guys another example from a different class. So here's an example that I created for a history class. This one I did create myself because it was just a really specific kind of thing. This is for a British IELTS exam that I had. And again, you can see I have the term on the front, and then I flip over and you can see the definition, or basically what I need to identify with that term. So you can just do the regular flashcards. You can also do the learn section again, which is the multiple choice. Writing is obviously going to be difficult, but you can switch it to where you write the term and not the definition. So then that would make the writing section a lot easier. Spelling obviously is not really gonna go well here. Not really gonna fit for this particular item. The test section would be really helpful because this was preparing for an exam. Matching, and then you could always play the game as well. So if you want to, you can always go back and edit your Quizlets. You can share it by hitting this button, and you can send it to someone. You can also copy the link. You can share it on social media. You can add it to a folder or a class. And you can also print it, and you can also see your scores. So you could assign this as homework possibly for your students if you want them to take a Quizlet test and then print out or send you their scores. You can also combine it with another set if you want. So yeah, I hope this taught you guys some more about Quizlet. It's really neat. I have personally found it really useful, and I love that it gives you a variety of ways to learn. And I hope that you guys find this useful in your future classrooms.